Good morning, team. Thank you so much for again jumping on the call today. I'm excited because today I get to start this fourth version of Take Flight. Over the course of the next coming weeks and months, I'm going to lay out that course in 20 to 25-minute increments. We're going to get into a little bit of a high level discussion on that today. But before I do that, I want to remind all of you my professional purpose, and that is to help you, the broker, optimize your productivity and help you become the best version of yourself. Why? Because happy brokers sell more real estate. And I do that by helping you handle challenges and opportunities that you face every single day. If you can effectively manage certain situations that arise on a daily basis in your business, you'll be more productive and live a life that is the best version of you. And I started doing these Monday morning pep talks 6 or 7 years ago because I really, as a manager of brokers, wanted to make sure I was staying in front of people on a regular basis who were really anxious to get mentoring and have that content readily available. So it has taken on a life of its own. And if it was up to me, I'd have a one-on-one conversation with every single one of you every single day. But as you know, the time constraints on that just don't allow me to do that. So please, as we go through this Take Flight course over the course of the next weeks and months, and actually probably quarters, I want you to think of this as me sitting in front of you, having a conversation, actively coaching you one-on-one. That truly is why I do this. I want you guys to know that down deep. That's why I do this. Okay. The goal is if I can help one person, it's worth every ounce of time that I put into it. All right. So on today's episode of my Monday morning pep talk, I will, like I said, start a series of calls that will take you through the most updated content of Take Flight, a course I've been teaching and coaching at Jameson, Sotheby's International Realty for over 11 years, really September of 2011 when I started it for the first time. I had a little class of about 8 people in the front conference room, and it's been through multiple iterations. I started coaching this while I was still a broker. I was, in essence, training and coaching my competition, but I felt so strongly about the content that I knew I needed to teach it. And today I'm going to start rolling out the fourth version of Take Flight. I'm going to call it Take Flight 4.0. My goal has always been to take what I've discovered building and running my own businesses and also take what I've witnessed others using successfully to build their business and kind of take that, boil it down, like I said, and create the most up-to-date content. Take Flight is not meant to replace any other training programs, okay? I created this program over the years to really be a, kind of that basic operating system, okay? It's a basic operating system that all of your other training programs can plug into. So Ninja, we have a lot of people that are ninjas out there. You can plug that right into Take Flight. We have some people that follow Tom Ferry and Core. Take everything you're learning from all of these training programs, all of your virtual mentors, and plug it right into Take Flight. If you listen to my Monday morning pep talks or been within my brokerage, some of this, a lot of this content is going to be very familiar to you. But like I said, it's going to be updated. Look at this period of time as a way to validate what you've already learned, what you've already put into your business that that works. And it could also be that you could use this as a reminder to take action in a certain area. Now, the term Take Flight was created I came up with it in the spring of 2016. My wife and 2 kids, 2 daughters, Allie and Lizzie, were on our way to Grand Cayman. We were on the tarmac, and I just sat there, and it hit me that running a business is like getting a plane off the ground, right? You've got to plan where you're going. You've got to, get out to the tarmac. You've got to prepare. And then that plane takes a lot of effort to get it to 12,000 feet. A lot of the fuel is taken in that first 12,000 feet. And that's what it's like to build a business, right? Is that a lot of that effort is taken in that first 12,000 feet. Then you start to feel the engines kick back a little bit. Then before you know it, you're at 30,000 feet. And that would be the equivalent of being in flow. And that is my goal, is to get as many of you to 30,000 feet as I possibly can. And because of that epiphany, that March afternoon on the tarmac at Chicago O'Hare, on our way to the Grand Cayman, that epiphany led me to the name Take Flight. And in 2020, I don't know if you guys know this, I trademarked it. I trademarked Take Flight, so it's official. This course will benefit those in any industry, okay? Not just real estate brokerage. It will benefit anybody in any industry that supports a client base made up of individual consumers, okay? Which is most small businesses, right? And when I say that it's that relationship with your individual clients is really what I'm going to be focused on. Now, when I teach Take Flight, I have 4 avatar students that I am teaching, okay? Number 1, it's that entrepreneur, broker, salesperson that is new to their industry. As you know, it takes 3+ years to build out most consumer-facing businesses. And what I'm hoping to do with that person is shave off months off that 3 years, okay? Can we get you there in 18 months? Can we get you there in 2 years? So if you're that person, Take Flight is for you. The second person is that entrepreneur, broker, salesperson that has been in the industry and has seen some success, but that success has come at a price. This person knows something is missing and is ready to level up, but doesn't know where to start. If you're that person, Take Flight is for you. Okay. I'm also talking to that entrepreneur, broker, salesperson that has been in the industry for an extended period of time and is ready to start tightening the boundaries in their business. Okay. Ready to start tightening the boundaries in their business. This person is being called to start to slow down off the pace they've been on, for many, many years. And they're ready to work smarter. That doesn't mean they're going to make less money, but they're ready to work smarter and start to slow down, but not in any way ready to retire. Okay. But they need to start finding time to enjoy their life a little bit more instead of just work. We get addicted, right? Like, real estate brokerage can become an addiction. And there is a period of time where you wake up and you realize that. And you're like, man, I need to find a better way. If you're that person, Take Flight is for you. Number 4, the entrepreneur, broker, salesperson that's seeing a lot of success, runs a growing business, and wakes up super grateful every day. Wow, I get to do this for a living. This is terrific. They're enjoying that success and want to plug into a course or concept that will validate what they are doing is right. This person is looking for slight areas of improvement that will protect their success, right? Protecting the downside. You will hear me use that term. Get to a certain level, you want to protect the downside. If that's you, Take Flight is a perfect course to pay attention to. All right, so those are my 4 main avatars. In Take Flight version 4.0, I've taken out all the fluff, okay? I'm going to take out all the fluff, and I've made changes that will keep the course current, okay? That are going to keep that course current. And here's how I would use it. You ready? Here's how I would use it. Listen to the calls, either live or on Apple Podcasts or SoundCloud, wherever you listen to it. I send out this weekly email. Okay, I sent out this weekly email that has the recording and has the transcript. Okay. Talk to somebody this week that is saving all of those emails in a separate folder, and they're going back and reading the transcript, re-listening. They're almost like setting it up like their own little course, right? I think that's a really, really good idea. So make sure that you're on my weekly email. If you're not, send me an email at askjimmiller@gmail.com. and my team will put you on the active pipe list. Or you can go onto my Instagram, and there's a link in my profile that allow you to put in some information and hit send, and it comes to me, and I'll add you that week. Okay, so that would be really, really important for you to do that. Each one of those emails that I send out is going to have supporting links to other Monday morning pep talks that I've put out there in the last couple of years that you can go back and listen to. Okay. So these calls that I'm going to do are going to be, like I said, boiled down to the basics, but I'm going to have supporting hyperlinks to calls that I've done over the last couple of years that will go deeper into that content. So that's probably one of the main reasons you want to be on that email marketing or that email list. Okay. If there's an episode that resonates with you, go back to it and re-listen to it and start to take the suggested actions. Right? I don't want to be entertainment. I do not want to be entertainment. I want to be strategy for all of you. Okay. I know this works. I've seen it work. Put the action behind it. First and foremost, it's right there for you. It's proven. Okay. Number 3, identify that low-hanging fruit in your business. Identify that low-hanging fruit in your business. Your gut is telling you exactly what you need to work on. And throughout these calls, book recommendations as well that will further help you in that area. Okay. They're going to go further into that topic. Number 4, throughout the course, I'll be using the concept of stacking. Stacking. This concept suggests that you put your effort into one area of your business for a quarter. Okay. Don't worry about any other area of your business or your life for one quarter. Get really good at it, become an expert, and then the next quarter, stack the next thing on top of it and stay consistent. You can't dabble. We don't want you to dabble in a topic, do it for a couple days, and then move on to the next thing. That's what low performers do. High performers take an area of their life and their business and they get after it for 90 days until it becomes intrinsic and in their DNA. Okay? In their DNA. And then they stack these areas of performance on top of each other to create the total picture. Okay? It's called stacking. Number 5, again, Take Flight should be used as an operating system, not as a replacement for other training programs. Okay? Use your ninja concepts. Use your ninja concepts. Please. It's a wonderful, wonderful program. Everybody should go out and take it. If not here in Chicago, in a different market. Go take Ninja. All right. If you resonate with Tom Ferry's strategies, take it. Buffini, same thing. But plug those concepts into this operating system, which is Take Flight. All right. Not here to replace another program. I mean, you're never going to hear me say this is the only place that you should get your content. It's not. So many other good programs out there. Most of what I teach, I have learned from a virtual mentor, and I'm going to give credit where credit is due. 95% of what I'm going to teach you, I learned from someone else, okay? Through modeling or, a course or a book. And I will make sure to give those people their credit so you can go and listen to the same thing. So what I'm trying to do is just editorialize, like I said, the over 15,000 hours of self-development that I have put into myself, into my businesses. And I'm only going to bring to you the time-tested content, right? Time-tested content. So here's a couple steps, another few steps here for you. Before next week, you want to decide, where do you want Take Flight, quote unquote, take you? What's your vision for this? What's your goals? Do not waste your time on any course if you cannot answer that question. Okay. If you can answer that question, execute on what you will learn in this journey. It's not and execute what you will learn in this journey. It's not a matter of if you will get there. It's a matter of when. Most high achievers, unfortunately, want to go straight to action and skip this very important step. And we will get more into this as we get deeper into the course. Step two, there's some foundational books that I consider must reads. Okay. They've impacted me on a personal level. They've been instrumental, like I said, in my personal development in the creation of this course. You should either read them for the first time or reread them and study them. And they are The Compound Effect, the OG of all the books that I have read over the years. This was required reading very early on in its very first few classes that I taught. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Of course, you've heard me talk about The 12-Week Year by Brian Moran. It is my operating manual. Okay. I've made some changes to it that work for me that I will talk about, but the 12-Week Year is a must read. Number 3, Atomic Habits by James Clear. We become the habits that we create for ourselves. Okay. You've got to create that constant drumbeat of action, and that drumbeat is your habits. Chapters 1 and chapter 2 of the Atomic Habits are epic. Read the entire book. Number 4, the grandparent of all self-development books, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I cannot tell you how many people have shared with me that book was one of the very first books that they read that got them very interested in this higher level of high performance. Okay, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It was written 100 years ago almost. But what you find in books like that is that there are concepts that survive the test of time. And that's what I'm hoping to do here with Take Flight. I want to bring you concepts that are going to survive the test of time. And then last but not least, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind by Vishen Lakhiani. I think it's a really great book. He runs a company called Mind Valley. Great app. Highly suggest that you go look at that app and download it. It's $500 for the year with amazing content and courses that you can take. It's a great investment, but it's a wonderful book, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. Now, over the course of the coming months, I'm going to be updating myAskJimMiller.com, which is going through a transformation, and Take Flight version 4.0 will be updated. It's all going to be there. I just never quite got around to it, and I'm going to be working on that this spring. But most of the resources there are current and updated, but I just want to update that site just a little bit. Why not? Okay. So next week, we're going to discuss the 5 sections of Take Flight, right? Like 5 parts of the plane. We're going to talk about that next week. And then I'm going to grab throughout the course one section of that plane, and I'm going to go deep into different modules on it. Okay. Realizing that you got to have all 5 parts of the business to get that plane off of the ground. Okay. Your job, here's your job. All right. Get your notepads and note apps ready. Get your mind ready. Set your intentions for what you want to learn and what you want to get out of this course, and be prepared to be patient, but commit to being a better version of you this time next year. Commit to being a better version of you this time next year. I would not take the time to create this course or teach it if I didn't think that it would provide massive results for those of you who plan to take action. All right. This is a 3 to 5 hour a week investment on my part, almost all of it on the weekend. And I don't say that to impress you. I say it because in 2007, 2008, 2009, I didn't know any of this stuff. And I would have done anything to have a leader, a manager, a coach provide this type of content to me. Because if I would have gotten it, I would have taken action on it. And I do not want that to happen to anybody that's anywhere near me. Okay? I can talk about it. I can teach it. You're either going to love me at the end of it, or you're not going to like me very much, but you're going to get the 100% scoop on what it takes to be successful in this business, not just as in real estate brokerage, but interestingly enough, I've got spouses of brokers that are in other businesses that are listening to it that have had huge success with their entrepreneurial endeavors. Okay. This is my love language to you. This is my passion project for you. Okay, so let's go. We've got a flight to catch. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Join me next week. We're going to go through the 5 sections of Take Flight. Talk to you soon.